you try and film a lovely calm intro for a video full of lovely wholesome clips going about my morning and the curtain pole falls down. I didn't come here to be attacked like this. I didn't come here to have my DIY skills scrutinised like this. Morning everyone. What you're looking at right now is a girl who's panic dressed, realising there's a heat wave this morning. I swear I do this every year. I never learn. I wait until it's the hottest day of the year. The news says it's the hottest day for 97,000 years on record. And I realise that I've got no light, comfortable, floaty clothing. So I've had to do the best I can today. We're rocking some little shorts that haven't seen the light of day, probably since this happened last year, and a Star Wars t-shirt. She's in vogue. Look at this ponytail. Here in London, we're currently looking at a cool and balmy and comfortable. Oh, we're hitting highs of 27 degrees today. I was planning on wearing jeans. That's not going to happen anymore. I'm certainly not complaining because these blue skies, this beautiful sunshine, I'm absolutely living for it. Everyone's in such a great mood. Everyone feels like they're living their best life. It's a great time. But I do really need to make a mental note to invest in some kind of staple summer items which I can pull out on these unexpected heat waves and avoid that sudden realisation every time that I don't have anything that is comfortable to wear in this weather. If I was staying at home today, I wouldn't be bothered. I could wear whatever I wanted and it'd be absolutely fine. But I am actually venturing outside the house today. Yeah, it's kind of a miracle. I can't even quite believe it myself, but I have 2 social engagements outside of the house today. I'm going into central London. Whoop whoop. Well, it's like 95% whoop whoop and 5% the thought of getting on the tube in this weather. It's unpleasant. Hence the reason I thought it would be a nice day to make a little video today, documenting my first kind of vaguely sort of normal day back into the big city, the big smoke. I've got a few hours before I've got to head out at around 12ish. I am meeting a PR, a lovely PR that I've been emailing recently. She works for Next. I'm gonna go meet her for lunch at 1 o'clock at the Riding House Cafe. A little bit fancy. So I don't think my Star Wars t-shirt is gonna, I don't think this is gonna work for me. I'm looking at myself in the mirror thinking, nope. I am then going to stick around in town because I'm meeting Jenny for dinner. You guys know Jenny, you've met her loads of times. Haven't seen her for a couple of weeks, so we're going to go and grab some dinners together this evening in town. So that'll be really nice and we can enjoy the sunshine. That is the plan of action for today. I've had a bloody disastrous morning. You know those mornings where you wake up and you're like, I'm in a bad mood, and it's just kind of continued to be a series of unfortunate events really. I pulled the curtain pole down, as you saw. Did manage to calmly put that one back together though, so that was fine. That wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back in the end. The thing that nearly broke the camel's back, I am the camel, my humps, my humps, my humps, check it out, was the fact that while I was then trying to also film another kind of aesthetic, pretty, calming montage clip of making my iced coffee this morning, I dropped my vlogging camera on the floor. This is actually my backup camera that I'm speaking to you on because I've broken it. I dropped it onto the quarry tiles from a rather great height and RIP. But things can only get better. The only way is up. We live and we learn. Que sera, sera. When life hands you lemons, you greatly receive the lemons because lemons can be delicious. You can do so many things with lemons. You can make lemon drizzle cake. You can't make lemonade, but why would you bother when lemon drizzle cake is an option that you could turn your lemons into? So that's going to be today. Lemon drizzle cake. Here's Flo to say hi. As I said, I've got a few hours until I need to head out. So you know I'm going to do a little bit of DIY this morning. We're getting back on the stairs. Seeing as they are the one precious floaty pair of shorts that I currently own, I've changed back into the good old reliables so that I don't ruin them with this stairs stuff that I'm doing this morning. I just had a great brainwave though, which I'm really pleased with. I'm going to quickly wash this dress that I wore at the weekend in the hopes that it'll dry in time in the next 3 hours so that I can wear it this afternoon. I say great brainwave. The great brainwave would have been thinking about this yesterday and getting it done with plenty of time. We're gonna give it a go. Let's go and put it in the washing machine. See if we can do this in time. Okay, let's realign. Let's take some deep breaths. Let's start again this morning. I feel like I've been very frantic and chaotic energy. Caffeination is kicking in. I actually went for an iced coffee today. That's how warm and glorious it is. An iced coffee in the morning. Also, how nice are these glass straws? There's absolutely no chance I'm gonna be able to get this to focus, but I picked these up from Tiger a couple of weeks ago. And I think they're so nice, this lovely little amber glass colour. I think they're really cute. If you are already bored of me talking about my stairs, you're gonna really enjoy this one. I'm probably gonna be like sporadically updating you with how this job is going, I think, rather than like the really satisfying makeover style videos like I did with the bathroom, because I'm kind of having to work this around working and doing my other jobs and general life. It's just gonna have to pop up here and there. So the last thing that you saw from my new stairs project is that I had tested out a patch of this really great paint stripper which I found recommended online. It's called Peel Away and it did a really good job on the test patch that I showed you the other day, so I went for it and I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it. So last night I kicked off the process last night and today I'm going to show you how I got on. So this right here out in the garden, this is the bucket of the good stuff which I've invested in. It wasn't actually that expensive for a big job. Under here lies the bit of work that I did in the evening yesterday after work. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine in the background. If it sounds like there's a large tidal wave heading my way, it's just the washing machine. We don't have a kitchen door, so I can't do much about that. If you've watched all the rest of these videos, you'll be very bored of hearing me say this, but for anyone who's missed the rest of them, the reason that I am using this method rather than just sanding the paint off or using a heat pad or anything like that is because we live in a pretty old house and the chances are it's lead paint that I'm playing with here today. Let me just make it very clear, I have researched this for a good 20 minutes, so yes, I really do know what I'm talking about. So after so much success with the test patch, we've decided to go for it. I say we. Adam is very much of the opinion that you should go down the easy route or hire a bloke in to just do it for you. This is where we differ because I refuse to pay men for anything. I like having a go and getting stuck in, so I can give it a try, and if it goes horribly wrong, then I will admit defeat and pay someone to come and fix it for me. I did this at about 7:30 last night, I think, so it's had over 12 hours. Oh my god. When I covered this up last night, this was all still white. The paste underneath here was all still white. And now it looks like the fake tan that I used to wear when I was 17. Wow. Okay, this has done something. Adam's gone into the office today for work and I said to him last night, I'm very sorry if you come home from work tomorrow and I've burned large holes into our staircase. I'll try my best not to, but I can't make any promises. So all I have to do now is peel this stuff away, work it off the stairs, and in theory, the old paint should go with it. Let's give this a try. Turns out doing DIY in 27 degrees in a London house with absolutely no aircon of any kind means you have to resort to a very 2010s hairstyle. Gloves on because this stuff is no joke. It's worked! God damn! Hell yeah! Wow, this product is no joke. How does this even work? Oh, look at that. Do you know what? I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to stuff like this, but it is so satisfying when something actually happens that you're hoping will happen. Surely this is the only real way to do DIY. Just cross your fingers and hope for the best, and then it's extra satisfying if it does actually work. Wow, look at that. Gross. Does look a bit like chocolate gatto. So the real challenge is the bit where there was like triple layers of paint right on the edge here. There was more recent paint from the white where someone's painted this skirting board on top of the old cream paint. I think there's even 2 layers of cream paint. So the real test is this bit at the edge, but Oh yeah, it's stuck on there definitely a bit more. Oh, there's still a little stripe there. Oh, that's annoying. Well, it's got the white off, which it didn't do last time, so that's good. It hasn't quite got through to that last layer. Damn it. This is really not a camera shot I ever thought I'd be lining up, really. So much for that pretty opening montage that I tried to put together today. I really need to just accept that this is more my vibe. This slightly disgusting shot of brown. Oh, it's really satisfying when I peel off a really big bit like that. I gotta tell you, this is it's quite weirdly putting me into a bit of a trance, actually. Quite strangely therapeutic, chiseling off 50-year-old paint. So that is one coat of peel I removed. This is what I'm left with. It has to look worse before it looks better, right? You know when you wonder why you've started something? You know that point when you're like clearing out your wardrobe or something? You're stood in the midst of chaos and you're like, why did I do this? What have I done? Wow, this looks like a real mess. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. There are not words in the world right now to express how hot and sweaty I am. This is not the weather to be doing this. Note to future self. Anyway, I'm gonna have to wrap it up for today because I've given myself 40 minutes to turn from this into a presentable human being. So nothing like a series of challenges throughout the day, but it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with how it's kind of scrubbed up. Let me show you. So after some real scrubbing, like proper scrubbing with like a textured sponge and then like a scouring pad as well, it's not looking too bad. There will be a carpet runner going up the middle. So this kind of like transition, it's gonna be slightly wider than the old space used to be. So this kind of transition doesn't matter too much. It's these edges which I'm gonna have to get really neat. This has shown me that it definitely can be done because I've absolutely nailed that. That's looking really, really good. So the carpet will come up to about here, I think. So it's this little panel here which needs to look really nice and fresh. It's gonna take me a while. It's definitely a huge project. Every time I do a little bit of work on this, I'm realizing how massive a job it actually is. I think I'm slightly insane for undertaking this, but as I said, I mean, I'm not in a rush. It's quite nice to do a little bit every now and again. It's very satisfying and like, it's a good feeling when I make progress on it. So I'm gonna keep going. Well, not today, because I've got to go and get ready now. I'm so sweaty. Shower is definitely needed right now. Priority number one. I need to get a move on. Let's go. Okay, quickest get ready in the world ever. Shock to absolutely no one. My white dress didn't dry in time. It was ambitious. So I found this little denim thing. It's got pockets. So we're on to a winner. It's a little bit short, but I feel like maybe it's not short and it's just because I haven't worn a dress in donkey's years that it feels short. I've gone for high top Converse with this. I got my trusty little shorts on underneath because it's going to be a sweaty day. An extremely half-assed job at curling my hair because what is the point when the weather is like this? And some makeup which is instantly going to run off my face and onto a mask. I'm just shoving some bits into a bag. So I've got my laptop, notebook and pen. I've got my charger and then I need a card reader. That in here. Yes, and my AirPods so I can do some editing this afternoon. That's good. Got my camera, that's you right here. Wallet, mask, keys, where's my phone? And of course, I never go anywhere without a glossierbomb.com. Started on this little necklace, which I'm really liking at the moment. It's got these little tiny mini little coins on it. This is from Carrie Elizabeth, this was gifted. And also this little trio of rings. Got these really cute little, I think they were called moonstones on the website. Thought they were so pretty as a little stack. Cute. I also really need to get my nails done. Can't tell by the fact I'm talking much faster than usual. I'm late, let's go to London. Almost forgot, stay hydrated kids. If you haven't had a drink of water recently, this is your reminder from me to have one.
This train is for London Waterloo.
officially home. This is ridiculous. How you doing? Gonna head out and about? You hear this purring? I missed you. I doubt you missed me. I think you've probably been asleep for the past 6 hours. Oh, and also, stairs are looking really good now that they've dried out a bit. I think this is probably about as good as they're gonna get. I'm gonna have to work at these little side bits a bit more to get them neat and tidy. But I think if I can now sand these to get them all kind of straight across the board and then varnish them with the same colour, we're gonna be good to go. I'm kind of doing it in chunks bit by bit so that we can cover it up as we go and still use the staircase and it's not getting in the way too much, especially with the cat. I'm just kind of trying to keep it under wraps and do a little bit at a time. It's a really messy, sticky, gross kind of job. So bit by bit, a lot of patience. I think we're gonna get there. I feel on top of the world. That was such a lovely afternoon. It's amazing what mingling with other human beings can do for your mood level. It's been a long time since I've kind of been out and about in central London like that. And just doing that like once a week in my working week breaks it up so nicely. It's genuinely good for my soul. Do you know what though? My feet are really hurting now. I was wearing high top Converse. I think I showed you my outfit earlier. I was wearing my high top Converse and I don't know whether Converse are just for completely flat-footed people or if I've just had mine for too long and I've completely worn any of the like comfort in the sole away. And it happens every time I wear Converse as well. I really need to make a mental note that if there's any chance I'm gonna be walking more than like 50 steps, I need to not wear my Converse. Such a nice evening. I just had the nicest time. I met up with Jenny and we went to Dishoom for dinner, which we've been meaning to do for ages. But obviously it only kind of came back into action quite recently and it's really tricky to get a table there. Always the best food. I had a really delicious cocktail as well. It was like a pina colada, but it was like, had a little bit of like chai spice to it almost. It was extremely delicious. And we did a vegan dinner because Jenny's vegan, so we just ordered like basically everything vegan off the menu and shared all the little snacky bits between the two of us. It was so good. We decided to walk to Waterloo instead of getting on the hot sweaty tube, and that's always such a nice route to take through London. If you walk from like Soho, centrally Carnaby Street kind of area all the way through to Waterloo, you literally like see all the sights, you like tick everything off, and it's one of those walks that always makes me remember that I live in London, which like you kind of take for granted a lot of the time, but then you see all these cool things and like in the evening when all the lights are on and stuff, it gives you the London feel. I just popped to the neighbours though because they'd put a note through the door to say that they'd taken our post in, so I'll show you what I got in the post today, shall I? They're quite fun little packages actually. They're really really cute ones. Let me show you. Super cute little delivery from Hawaiian Tropic. I love this little crate. I use these for storage for the shop, so this is actually great. It looks like they've sent over, I mean, breakfast for tomorrow is sorted. Got a little muffin here and some juice. I'll pop them in the fridge for tomorrow. This is why the neighbours took it in. They said it looked like it was going to rain and they didn't want the cake to get soggy, so that was very kind of them. And this is to celebrate their new mineral milk range. SPF collection with a selection of healthy vegan treats. With a ginger guy living in this house, sun cream is always very, very welcome. So we've got a factor 30 here, skin nourishing milk. That sounds really nice. And there's some little reusable straws in this bag as well, which is handy, I swear. Reusable straws are like the thing that are being sent in PR packages now. It's very handy. We've got a very solid collection of straws these days. It used to be like iced biscuits, and now I swear it's reusable straws. Next up in this envelope, this is actually an order that I made the other day from the Peloton sale. I got an email through the other day to say that they'd put loads of their activewear into the sale, and I really, really love their sports bras. I got one for my birthday and then I bought one myself, and I really like it. The quality is great and the fit's good too. So these leggings are actually the matching pair to one of the bras that I have, so I thought I'd give them a go and see how we got on. They've got this nice little like blue stripe on them, a little bit of neon yellow detail in there, so the colours match really nicely with the bra. And I also got, I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, but this is one of their kind of like sports towels. This is a very niche problem, but I've found that when I'm doing my exercises and my workouts at the moment, normal towels just don't cut the mustard. They stay very like wet and sweaty and gross and don't really do a good job of de-sweating you. Is this too much information? Have we crossed a boundary here? Maybe. It's these little pastel colours. Very cute. Gotta make it as cute as possible when you're a big old sweaty mess, haven't you? Yeah, I use the Peloton app a lot. I really love the classes on there, and I really like their activewear as well. So excited to try those next time. And I actually didn't know what was in this third and final mystery package, but I feel like this sums me up very nicely. So we're gonna do a lovely smooth transition there from the activewear, the moving my body, the feeling good about it, the finding the joy in movement, to a lovely balanced lifestyle. I actually cannot believe how good this smells, even through the cardboard. It smells unreal. Let's see what's inside. I suspect it might be donuts. Hey Lucy, this donut day we're launching our brand new collection of gluten-free baked donuts. Y'all ready for this? Oh my god. I'm really enjoying these names. We've got a Selena Gomez. We've got a, ooh, what are you? Oh, you're a John Lemon, delicious. This is a Candy Warhol. I think this has got to be the Caramel Gibson. This is amazing. The Glen Coco. And last but not least, you're the Justin Timberflake. I don't even care what they taste like because they're already a winner in my book with those names. These look incredible. I will leave all the details to this in the description box down below. Wow, thanks Donut Time. This is next level wonderful. And I think on that note, I mean, how I've peaked there really, haven't I? That's the content we all came to see. A box full of pun-related donuts. So I am gonna hunker down for the night. I'm gonna go take my makeup off because my face feels quite sweaty. I'm gonna put some PJs on. I'm gonna get the fan out of the cupboard. And I think I'm probably gonna watch some Pretty Little Liars and do some cross stitch. Tune in next time for more exciting adventures. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, venturing back into London for the first time ever. What a momentous occasion. As always, it was a pleasure to spend my day with you. I hope you're doing well, hope you've enjoyed some sunshine, and that's about it. So take care, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye! Donuts.